God gave you a powerful word to release. Donna, let the Lord use you.
Okay. When the fire first started, the Lord spoke to me and he said, this is a counterfeit fire. The enemy knows that I am going to be sending the fire of revival upon California and upon your nation. And he always counterfeits what I'm doing. Okay. And so he said, this is a counterfeit of what the real that's coming, which is the fire of my glory, the fire of my goodness. The fire of revival, which is going to build up, not going to destroy. It's going to build and restore. It's going to be wonderful. He said, this is a counterfeit that the enemy has sent. It's not, a lot of times people think, this is the judgment of God on California. No. That is not what God said to me. He said, this is a fire the enemy set as a counterfeit for what I'm going to be doing. Now, a few years ago, the Lord brought me in this spirit. He frequently brings me in this spirit. This time he took me on a butterfly over the West Coast, over all the West Coast, California, all the West Coast states. And as we're flying along, I'm seeing fires. And he said, the enemy is going to set some fires in this area. There was fires here and there. And he said, and they will be counterfeit fires of the fire of revival that will be. And I saw other fires. He said, these fires that I'm showing you are the fire of revival. So it was happening simultaneously, where there were these fires that the enemy set, of wickedness and destruction. But then there was a fire of revival that was going on. And I could see glory shooting from heaven down into California. Then the butterfly, we flew over the southern part of the United States. There were people all out on the streets worshiping God. Revival had broken out. And God said to me, he said, the reason I took you on this butterfly, the butterfly's name is change. He said, the transformation that I am going to make in your nation, in your state, California, in your cities, is going to be greater than the transformation that comes when a caterpillar is transformed into a butterfly. Now think about it. Here's a caterpillar. It's crawling in the dirt, crawling on leaves and whatnot. Can't fly. Is kind of a plain little thing. It isn't beautiful. And then the caterpillar gets transformed into this wonderful, beautiful butterfly. Flies, it's not groveling in the dirt anymore. It's colorful, it's free, has freedom. And he said, that's the level of transformation that's coming to the world that I'm going to bring. This great transformation. And then he just spoke to that again this week to me, a similar word like that. He said, like a new world being created, will this transformation of your world be? He was talking to me about all the changes he's going to be bringing about. And he ended it with this. He said, like a new world being created, will this transformation of your world be? Because I have an army that has stood strong and persevered in prayer and in righteousness. I will act quickly. God said, I can act quickly. And he's been telling me the things that are coming. Now, we heard about different lightning strikes that happened January 1st, okay, in Washington, D.C. and in New York. And God started speaking to me about lightning speed. He said, with lightning speed, I am going to come and bring transformation and change. I'm going to show up in might and in power. And a lot of times we can think all these things that are happening, the enemy's winning. God's saying, no. Victory after victory after victory is coming to my people. What the enemy means for harm, when he acts up and when he brings destruction, I'm going to turn it around for good. So these fires, what did they do? They caused the whole nation to get united behind California and to be praying for the people in California. Caused the people in California to be reaching up to God and crying out to God and praying. people, you see different reports of, I saw a house on the news that was completely saved. And it said, because of prayer, we believe in prayer. We prayed and God saved our house. Oh, people are crying out to God. What the enemy meant for harm, God is turning it around for great good.
That's right.
Great good.
Wow.
And let me just share.
Release it, Donna.
Yeah, I'm going to share this word. That the Lord spoke to me. And at the end of it, he talks about the fires. Okay. He said, heaven and earth are mine. He said, I created heaven and I created the earth. They're mine. I rule over the world, and the hour is here for us, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, to evict all who have usurped thrones illegally in the spirit and in the natural, and who use their seats to mislead my children. What the enemy has attempted to do in the spirit realm by trying to rob me of my throne and my kingdom, he has done in the natural realm too. So God's saying, this world is mine. But because my people began serving Satan and serving him, kicking prayer out of schools, legalizing abortion, so many things that we've done, we've said, God, we don't need you. We don't want you. And so a king can only rule where its people will follow the king.
That's right.
And will let the king lead them. And so we as a nation, not all the people, but a lot of the people and the leaders said, we don't want you. And so God's saying, this is the hour where I'm coming to take my throne back. This is my world. I made it and I'm coming to take it back. That's what we're in the midst of right now. Okay. He said, not just in your nation have there been this overturning of thrones, okay? Usurping of authority, okay? We've seen it in our nation. He said, but not just in your nation, but in many other nations, countries, states, and cities, he has usurped thrones. The enemy has usurped thrones. People that rightfully should have been leading had their seats stolen from them, okay? Now there will be a grand overturning of thrones during our rescue event. He's saying now, with lightning speed, you're going to see people get their seats back who are righteous rulers and the unrighteous removed. He said, from the top down, this will take place. I will get my seat back, and you will see many rightful leaders restored to their places of authority. We're seeing that Monday with the
inauguration.
Inauguration of Donald Trump. Thank you, Manuel. He said, in the courts, you will see this happen too. Ungodly judges will be deposed and righteous judges seated. Don't we need that? The judges have been judged unrighteously. And God says that's going to change with lightning speed. This new year, you watch and see what I'm going to do. He said, in the church, you will see me act as well. I will remove those who no longer allow me to speak and lead my flock through them. Even in home groups, little groups, he said, I will remove and replace leaders. I am determined to get my seat back so that my children aren't misled. God doesn't want us misled by political leaders, church leaders, any kind of leaders, okay? He said, truth spoken by the truthful will go forth through the land. Liars will be displaced and will be deposed, and the damage they did corrected. God's saying, I'm going to take the liars down and I'm going to correct the damage that they did. So many people have been deceived and brainwashed, thinking evil is good and good is evil. We know people ourselves that believe wrong. And God's saying, I'm going to correct it. He said, lives will be restored in this changing of the guard. You have seen the damage that leaders, teachers, educators who lie have done, but I see it worldwide. God's saying, as individuals, we see this, the results of lies and brainwashing that's happened in our little circles. But God's saying, I see it worldwide. He said, I say, no more will liars rule. In the media, the liars will lose their seats to the truth tellers. We're already starting to see this coming about with different media outlets losing people. They're going bankrupt, or they're losing their viewership. We're seeing it beginning to happen. The eyes of my children who were deceived and misled will be opened wide to the truth. Decisions will be made based on truth and no longer will be based on lies and deception. He said, this will impact the way my children vote. He said, now he's talked to me about the fires. Great changes are coming to the world because I can no longer tolerate the rule of the wicked. The fires that burn tell the truth about those who misled and mismanaged communities. Eyes see, ears hear, and minds know the truth and see the destruction wicked rulers bring. Their destruction has manifested for all to see. Oh, so God's saying, with these fires, what's happened is that eyes have been opened to see the mismanagement by the leaders. The woke culture and the woke philosophies didn't do us any good. Didn't do any good. He said, through righteous rulers, I will bring restoration and restitution, and this world will rejoice. He said, this righteous rulers are going to take seats of authority, and there's going to be restitution and restoration for people. No longer will my people groan under the rule of the wicked. God saying, I've had it. I'm done. With lightning speed, you are going to see me act in this hour.